Hello, everybody. Welcome to Read with Principal Lindner. Today's story is Mother Bruce, not Mother Goose, by Ryan T. Higgins. So let's check out what this story is about. Mr. Lindner loves bears, so should be a good one. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He looks grumpy. Bruce only liked one thing: eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mr. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. That's silly. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for a hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling, but the fire in the stove fizzled, so we went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. I wonder what's going to happen to Bruce and his eggs. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Looks like Bruce has some chicks. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason, he lost his appetite. Boy, he was going to eat them, and he changed his mind. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Be back in April, only to find Miss Goose had flown south early. Bruce left the goslings there anyway, and he went back home. Mama? Mama? But he was followed. Bruce was a very stern and said things like, go away, and I'm not your mother, and also, I liked you better when you were eggs. Roar! Bruce could not take it any longer. He became extra grumpy with them. They look very sad. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama? Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. They're complaining, blah, ew, yuck. They're all sleeping on the log. See them complaining about their food. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Annoying baby geese, stubborn teenage geese, boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of these geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration. but they didn't listen. You see, they put on winter clothes. See that? I don't plan on going anywhere. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. I think he's trying to launch them. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave. Sigh. So Bruce decided to pack up some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus. And migrated to Miami. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreamed of new recipes that don't hatch. Mama, look, it's a baby turtle. Oh, that is a good story. So Bruce heading south for the winter. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you liked that story, go ahead and like and subscribe down below to this channel, and we'll see you next time.